We all know Joe Burrow, what he had to say after the AFC Championship game win. The famous line that he had to say after that game when he was asked by Tracy Wolfson about what we said could potentially be bulletin board material. Hey, Chiefs and Bills, if that game happens, that game's taking place in Atlanta.
You better send those refunds.
50,000 tickets, the league let everyone know, was sold in 24 hours. And they were going to create Bills on one side, Bills fans on one side, and Chiefs fans on another, like a college football game, like the national championship game I saw in SoFi. I don't know how they split them up. I mean, there were dots of red, Georgia red, in the TCU purple section. And I'm sure where you were sitting in the Georgia section, you saw dots of purple, right?
A couple TCU
but
fans.
And the Bengals said refund.
Better send those refunds.
There it is.
Nah, baby.
And all I'm saying is I'm glad it didn't happen, because you're hearing from people like Breer, who was on the show the other day, and other reporters, that there are some in the league ownership or some in the league office that like the idea of a neutral site conference championship game weekend where they would bid it out like the Super Bowl. I'm serious. They would bid it out like the Super Bowl and use these sites as potential Super Bowl city stalking horses. And also, you know, the league already controls. Do you know they control the championship games? They take the whole process away from the teams. The teams just host it, but the league runs it. And so they already run it. They just don't run the whole thing by having another city host it. It's still hosted by the team that has the best record between the final two combatants, or whichever team might have a tiebreak over the other because they beat them in the regular season despite having the same record overall. So, you know, they're already halfway there, the league, in terms of they run the sites. They just don't control the location. The games control the location. The results control the location. And all I know is this. Watching these games at the site of the team that earned it and having the fans watch it in their home stadium is one of the best home fields the league can put on television. And also, watching a team win it on their home field and celebrate making the Super Bowl is second to none. Now, the other team winning it in that building is also one of the great road wins any team can come up with in the NFL, and that's the stuff of legend as well. Why would the league want to remove that? And then on top of it, if they did that, what are you going to tell fans? Hey, you know, we're all about you, but you now need to hop a flight to Detroit, folks in Arizona. You need to now hop a flight to Atlanta, folks in Kansas City or Buffalo. Really? I don't think that's cool. And then one last thing. It would totally kneecap the bye week. So you're missing wild card weekend, and you're getting a bye directly into divisional playoffs. So basically, you are, for the 1 seed, getting a bye into the second round of the playoffs, which is huge. But that's your only home game. That's it. Your final two are neutral sites, which are, to be very honest with you, sometimes antiseptic audiences. Because there's a lot of corporate people who have no fight in the Bills or the Chiefs or whatever getting into that building. And then all of a sudden, why would you just cannibalize one of the best home field settings your league has and two spots on the same day? I don't get it.
Because you know what's better than one Super Bowl, Rich?
Three.
I
know. It's money, and I understand it. I understand the way of the business, and I appreciate having, bosses who don't, at least in, don't mind that I can come on a show like this and say I don't appreciate that business model at all, because I don't. And I'm kind of glad that they didn't get a free run and look at it this week. even though some are upset about that. I just think it's going to be amazing in Kansas City. It's going to be amazing in Philadelphia. These sites have earned it. These fan bases have earned it with their season tickets, and they're going to these games, many of them all year long. Hey, congratulations. Your team had the best record in the conference. Now go hop a flight to Indianapolis. Now you got to go hop a flight to San Antonio, which is an irregular NFL city, but hey, would love to host a Super Bowl. Let's see if they can handle an NFC Championship game. Really? No, you want to have it in Philadelphia, and let San Francisco go there, and because they didn't win the 1 seed, they should have to go into the belly of the beast and prove it. And if the beast proves too much for the 2 seed, well, then you should have been the 1 seed. And then the 1 seed fans get to celebrate like a party. It's like a closing party for the season as you send them off to a understandably neutral site Super Bowl. That I get. But why would you want to get rid of conference championship weekends at home sites? I know it's money, and I know it's opportunity to make money, and I know that's what this is as a business at its heart, but that would be a bummer. It would be a bummer, and I'm glad that we didn't see it this year. I hope we don't ever see it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.